What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play haters' face.
Welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network. Tonight with the Southern Excitement Racing League, about to start qualifying. Justin Michael, Blake Giglio, Bill Stringfellow, top three on the board. John McMillan Jr. and Matt Goodell round out your top five. Currently only 15 cars in this race right now. A lot of our guys out watching the race in Atlanta, getting some real NASCAR in, so we'll have to watch these guys go around as we get ready to go out onto the racetrack for qualifying. Let's take a look at our points. There we go. This is our points outlook right now. Blake Giglio, Bill Stringfellow, John McMillan Jr., your top three. You notice John McMillan Jr., Dylan Falovich up there, third and sixth right now, both without a win. Matthew Prentice, eighth. He's not got a win. So these guys, all fast, competitive cars that can get it done. We've had several different winners. I think 12 different winners in this series this year. So anybody could win it. But Blake Giglio, Bill Stringfellow, we're looking there at that cut line of 16th right now. Tyler Humphrey not in this race. He's 2 points in. Justin Lumpkin, he's here tonight. He's only 2 points out, so looks like Justin Lumpkin going to be inside the top 16 after this race. Going to have to hold on to it, though. Joey Doucette out on track. Joey Doucette, he kind of likes to take the trend of whatever car won that day gets their paint scheme. So Joey Doucette out there in the Kurt Busch car he won with earlier today. Right now, Cogswell makes his first timed lap, top of the board. Kyle Adcock on track, number 9. Cogswell back to the top. John McMillan Sr. out there in the number 75. Matthew Prentice currently fourth, quickest. He comes around to get his second lap. Not going to be able to get any quicker, doesn't look like. 31:30 for Matthew Prentice, a 31:32 on his second lap. So a lot of these guys, their first lap being their quickest. Kyle Adcock, fifth quickest right now. AJ Rogers on track. And this is what we're racing for in this qualifying effort, is for the Zero X Designs Pole Award. Fastest qualifier will get that Zero X Designs Pole Award. Bill Stringfellow taking it easy on out of the pits. AJ Rogers now second quickest. Gets a little loose out of the turn. Able to keep it straight. Real loose off that corner. Let's take a look at Bill getting up to speed on his first lap. Got a real good corner down, real good corner, and out down the back stretch. Very good. Justin Michael now on track, as well as Matt Goodell, John McMillan Jr. Stringfellow on his first lap. He'll come across fourth quickest. Let's see if he can improve that at all. McMillan now top of the board. That's Junior, 51. Been with us all season, man. This guy, third in points. He is fast here today. He brought a hot rod. There's Stringfellow top of the board with a 30.84. Man, way fast. That is a fast lap. McMillan Jr. able to get a little bit closer, but not get the pole away from Bill. Matt Goodell, fourth quickest. Oh, he tags the wall in his second lap. That was not going to count. Justin Michael now on track. Dunning up to third quickest. He's had a good week here. A little loose out of that corner. Big loose. That'll cost him that lap. Justin Michael going all in on a second lap here. He's running the bottom in both corners. We'll have to see what the preferred line is throughout the day. A lot of guys running the high lane in the officials this week for iRacing. Justin Michael second behind Bill Stringfellow. Let's see if Blake had a lane change penalty last week. Going to get an EOL to start this one, but he's out there he can still eligible to get this 0X Designs Pole Award. See what kind of a lap that Blake can run. This will be his first time to run Dylan Falovich out there on the backstretch. Falovich 11th quickest. Blake comes across the line on his first lap. Third fastest for Blake Giglio. Let's see if he can get faster on his second lap. He's out there on the high lane. Can he make that high side work? Nobody else has really been able to do that. Justin Lumpkin still kind of sitting on the inside. Drives it down hard into three. Gets a little loose. That may cost him the pole. Second lap almost identical to the first. He'll maintain third spot. That means your pole award winner is going to be Bill Stringfellow, your 0X Designs pole award winner. Let's see if we can get a word with our pole sitter. Hey, Bill, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
How's it going?
Hey, going good. You get out there. I've been able to run with you a few times this week. You've been very fast. No different today. Sits on the pole. What's the key to success here at Atlanta?
Save your tires and track position. You want to be up front as much as you can in the clean air. Dirty air is real rough because the setup's pretty tight. Saving that right front. If you can manage your right front, the temperature and the wear on it pretty good, then you have a good shot today.
Who do you think your stiffest competition is? We got Blake going to the back, Doucette going to the back, and Casey Herring in the back. Do you think one of them three can come to the front, or do you think it's going to be Justin Michael or Jamie Dunning, or maybe McMillan? He looks fast too.
McMillan's always fast. He's been coming on pretty strong lately. I think Justin Michael's going to be really fast. I've definitely planned to see Casey and Blake up front at some point if they can make it through the traffic. McMillan worries me. He's really good at managing tires. He's always good at managing tires. We can run as fast as we want, but he always shows up there at some point.
Yeah, no doubt. So, McMillan, one to watch for. Definitely Bill Stringfellow, top of the board, quick lap. You were way fast there for a minute. I didn't think anybody was going to even come close, but Justin Michael, 2/100ths from you there. So, good luck tonight, Bill. We expect to see you in victory lane.
I hope so. Thank you.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah.
All right, that was our pole award winner. Now we're getting ready to head to the race. We'll be gridding in. We'll let some of these guys get gridded in so we can take a look at them. There is your 0X Designs Pole Award winner. Bill Stringfellow on the pole here at Atlanta. Been running very fast. Starting on the outside pole, Justin Michael. Third quickest is Blake Giglio. Rolling off in fourth spot, John McMillan Jr. in the 51. Jamie Dunning in fifth spot. He's had a good string of top 10 finishes. Qualifies fifth today, so looking for his first top 5 of the season. Jamie Dunning, a great qualifying effort. Starting at sixth is Jonathan Cogswell. Rolling off in the seventh position is Matt Goodell in the number 38. In eighth spot, you've got AJ Rogers in that number 17 car. Ninth spot, Dylan Falovich in the 12. Starting 10th, Kyle Adcock, number 9. Looking fast today, Joey Doucette in 11th. John McMillan Jr., 12th spot. Matthew Prentice, 13th. Casey Herring, he'll start from the back. There he is, Casey Herring in the 2. Justin Lumpkin, he'll roll off 15th spot. Kevin Franks in 17th. So we get gridding up. We've got a couple of guys who are getting penalties from last week. One of them is Blake Giglio. We expect to see him back up front. Joey Doucette, he'll be getting a penalty for last week as well as Casey Herring. So those guys are going to have to start from the back, work their way to the front. We expect them to be up there. $150 lapper here in Atlanta. The stage today will be at lap 65. No caution for that, so straight through lap 65 we'll score some points for the top 10 finishers. So Bill brings us down. Green flag. Justin Michael with a great start. Bill going to be able to power by on the inside line. Can he get clear to move up? And he will. The field gets separated a little bit. We're single file in the front. Bill Stringfellow leads the first one here. Moves directly to the outside line. Bill Stringfellow going to run the high lane. Justin Michael down low. Dunning has moved up to third already. So big moves there for Jamie Dunning. Had a great race at Pocono last week. Got involved in a wreck. But looked very fast. Everyone now up to the top line. Some of those guys trying the bottom line. Cogswell starting to move his way up now in 8th spot. He's working the bottom line. Prentice, his teammate right in front of him, also trying to get that low line worked in. We'll have to see what saves the tires on the long run. Jamie Dunning makes his way around Justin Michael for second. Gets him up on the high side and goes right around. Big move for Jamie Dunning. Might be having flashbacks to Pocono now. He was racing with Bill Stringfellow for the lead. And those two got involved in an incident. Jamie up near that outside wall. McMillan trying to work on Michael, not able to get it done. He'll have to file back in line. Jamie Dunning, he's had a great week on iRacing Service this week at Atlanta. Got a win in his split, so he's looking to be fast here tonight. Man, he's showing off. Top 2, started 5th, up 3 spots. Justin Michael now looking down to the inside in that 87. Jamie Dunning now trying to pass for the lead. Down on the inside. Can he get it done? Side by side with Bill Stringfellow. These two raced hard at Pocono. A little side drafting actions, a little net code come together. These two went spinning into the inside wall. They're racing hard again this week. Dunning a little bit tight. Bill Stringfellow has to let off. That's going to allow Justin Michael to go by on the inside. Stringfellow dropping like a rock now. Back to 5th spot. Going to have to try and fight his way back up. They're going to be 3 wide off the corner. This looked like Stringfellow may have had to have lifted again. So Bill, now he's up on the high lane. That's where he wants to be. He's got to try and work his way up. Cogswell's moved all the way up to 4th. Now Stringfellow gets the position back. McMillan trying to work on Jamie Dunning for second. But your new leader, Justin Michael, he's out front. We know when he gets out there, he likes to set sail and be gone. Jamie Dunning not letting him completely run away. Right on the back bumper of Justin Michael now to the outside. Stringfellow trying to get to the outside of McMillan. Can he get there? Not going to make it, has to go to the inside. Now we've got a new leader. It's Jamie Dunning. Can he get up here and lead a lap? He is working that high line like nobody else right now. Jamie Dunning out front. This field all still packed right together. Top 13 all on top of each other. John McMillan Jr. in third. He's trying to work his way back up. Kind of been stuck in third or fourth the whole race so far. First 13 laps. Bill Stringfellow pole sitters moved his way back up into this lead group. Now Justin Michael side by side for the lead. Jamie may have wore those tires out running the high line. Top four all side by side. Dunning with a big run off the corner. He'll lead the lap. Michael on the inside. Stringfellow in third. He's trying to work his way around John McMillan Jr. He'll do it. They're all single file now up front. You see Blake Giglio with a big move to the inside of Cogswell. Cogswell had moved his way up into the top four. Now slips back to 8th. Matt Goodell looking to get around Cogswell as well. Giglio had to start in the back, worked his way up to 7th position. Both Justin Michael and Bill Stringfellow worked their way around Jamie Dunning. Justin starting to gap the field a little bit. He's been working the low line most of this race. Might be saving his tires a little better than the competition. Jamie Dunning now slipping back. May have burned up that right front tire on the high line. McMillan Jr. also slipping backwards. Balovich on his move, on the move to the front, now in the top 5. Blake following him through. Blake now moves into 6th. Casey Herring's up to 9th now. He's also working that bottom line. Trying to work his way around Cogswell. Cogswell almost in the wall. Able to save it. Casey will get up in front of him, though. That'll put Casey Herring in 9th. Jamie Dunning continues to slip back. Dylan Falovich now right behind him. AJ Rogers to the inside. That's the battle for 3rd spot right now. AJ Rogers gonna take it. Now Dunning battling back hard. Working the outside line as hard as he can. Giglio now moves up in a battle for fourth. If he can get around Dunning, he'll start working his way back up to the top two. Now in fifth as he does get around Falovich. Dunning right up against that wall. I don't think he's hit it yet, but man, he's come close several times. Dunning loose off the corner. Able to keep his foot in it, keeps third spot. AJ will drop back to fourth. Now back to fifth as he's battling with Blake Giglio in the 16. And these top two are pulling away from the rest of the field. Blake gets high. Gets a good run out of the corner. A lot of action on back as Casey Herring trying to move his way up. He's around Matt Goodell, but not going to be able to clear him. Now he clears him. Moves to the high line. Bill Stringfellow starting to run down Justin Michael for the lead. He's right there. Jamie may have gotten that outside wall a little bit that time. These two cars almost identical, the 16 and the 13. They are teammates. Both these cars designed by Justin Lumpkin, who drives the number 4. These are the 0X Designs cars. Both of them made by 0X Designs. Right now, Justin Lumpkin back in 13th. He's running the Darren's Nail Gun repair car. I think these guys may be trying to save fuel, not real sure, as they've lost this front group. Stringfellow doing his best to work his way around Justin Michael as he gets right to the back bumper. Giglio has made his way around Dunning as Dunning slips back to 6th. He's stuck down on that inside line, does not like the inside line. Getting freight trained right now on the high side. We see Blake Giglio, he separated himself from that pack. He is running down the leaders. Stringfellow all over the rear bumper. Justin Michael for the lead. Oh, there they go. The 12 and the 17 go spinning around. Yellow flag. Looks like the 12 come off the wall. Let's take a look at the 12 here. Just got a little tight. These guys have used these tires enough. They're using up their right front, getting tight. He comes down, tries to save it, but AJ Rogers is there. So Falovich and Rogers involved in an incident. 12 into the outside wall, down across the nose of the 17. No really nowhere to go for AJ Rogers. Both of them, not a tremendous amount of damage, I don't think. I think they'll be able to repair it and drive around for a while without using their fast repair. We'll have to see if they choose to take it anyway. We do have pit stops out right now. John McMillan Sr. stays out on track. See who's the first to get out of the pit lane. Looks like Justin Michael's probably going to be the first by a long shot. Bill must have missed his pit or something, as he's got a slow stop. Let's take a look there at what happened to Bill. He looks like he's going to end up 5th. Not sure why he's so far behind there. Or what cost him a couple of spots. May have been a little bit slow down pit lane, but that's not going to cost him a couple of positions if he slid through his pit. Oh, he was slow into his pit. I think he stopped in the wrong box. Stopped one short, and that cost him a couple of positions. So everybody uses a set there. Justin Michael, your leader. Blake Giglio in second. Blake had an EOL, started from the rear, has driven his way all the way up to second. He may have something here to challenge Justin Michael for this stage win. We're looking at lap 65 for the end of the stage. Of course, we're going to keep going green. No cautions here for stages. John McMillan Jr. looking good so far today. Had a good pit stop there. Comes out third. Bill Stringfellow sits in fourth right now. Matt Goodell, he's moved his way into the top 5. He's racing side by side with Casey Herring. Another one who's came up from the back. So Casey Herring, Blake Giglio may have something for Justin Michael. We've seen Bill Stringfellow has been racing him hard on the long runs and on the short runs. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this race gets played out. If we end on a long run or a short run, will really determine the winner of this thing. Pace car in. It's now on Justin Michael. Green flag as he gets a good restart. Everyone basically single file behind. Blake doing his best to run him down. He's going to have a battle on his hands for second position as Bill Stringfellow in the 83 looking on the high side. Both these guys starting to kind of run down Justin Michael just a little bit. Stringfellow now to the second spot. Herring's moved his way into fourth. Oh, Joey Doucette a little bit sideways off the corner, able to save it. A great save right there by Joey Doucette. He'll lose a spot, though. Prentice on the high side trying to get around. That's the battle for 12th position. Justin Michael starting to pull away. Stringfellow, Giglio racing hard for second. These guys are teammates. Does anybody have anything for Justin Michael? He's a second ahead of the pack right now. These two battling hard for second now. McMillan Jr. starting to try and make a run up for the fourth spot. Can't quite get it. Trying to work that inside line. See just how much of a lead that Justin Michael has right now. Everybody basically in a long straight line. There's Dunning hard into the outside wall. Let's go back, take a look at it. A lot of damage to the side of that number 13 car. As we were entering into the corner. Just got tight, got stuck into that wall, and then tried to save it, but back up the track hard into the outside wall there for Jamie Dunning. He's slow coming into pit. May have caused some engine damage. He's got to come down the pit lane, so Jamie Dunning had a good run going, but he's now in the pits running 16th position. These two still battling hard for second spot. You see the battle behind. John McMillan Jr. and Casey Herring have been going hard at it lap after lap. They just can't quite get separated. Justin Michael's out on an island by himself, almost 2 seconds ahead of the pack. Jonathan Cogswell, Justin Lumpkin, they battle side by side. 7th and 8th position. Oh, Cogswell tries to move up. Not able there. Not a hole. AJ Rogers gets up to the outside of him. Cogswell now able to move up as Rogers had to check up there. Jamie Dunning back out there a lap down. Had to take his fast repair. Needs another caution to get back on the lead lap. He's only car lap down, so he'll be the free pass. This is the battle for second. Stringfellow first. Giglio second. Casey Herring in third. These guys starting to eat away at that lead of Justin Michael by just a little bit. Giglio looking to the inside of Stringfellow. You can see they're closing in on Justin Michael just a little bit. He was over 2 seconds ahead, now a second and a half. As these guys battle for second, that's going to allow the 87 to get further ahead. I think it's these guys staying in one long line, getting a big draft down these straightaways, or pushing the whole group up to the single car of Justin Michael. They're all running about a tenth a lap faster. They're all really remaining single file. Jonathan Cogswell on the backside of this group drove through the field earlier. Everybody kind of staying where they're at until the end of the stage. John McMillan Jr. trying to make a move. By the time the front four go to the inside line, they're all just trying to figure out a way to get up to the 87. High lane in 1 and 2, low lane in 3 and 4. This track has been extremely difficult to pass at all season long, or all week long in the iRacing officials. Dirty air causes real issues in these Gen 6 Cup cars. The top 8 have really pulled away from the remainder of the pack. All kind of staying in a line, riding. One not really able to gain on the next. Everyone's so even. These guys are now only 7/10 behind our leader, Justin Michael, who jumped out to a huge lead on the restart. Second and third in this pack starting to pull away. John McMillan Jr. trying to work on Casey Herring. Jonathan Cogswell now to the inside of Justin Lumpkin. Lumpkin going to get on that high side, get a better run off the corner. It's just so difficult to pass here at Atlanta. NASCAR reconfiguring this track, or actually Speedway Motorsports be reconfiguring this track very soon, making it skinnier. Maybe a problem there for Blake Giglio. He's starting to slip back. May have pushed his car a little too much early in this run. He goes slower. Blake Giglio, a good ways off the pace right now, was battling with Bill Stringfellow and running down our leader. Now he's slipped back. We're down to just 5 laps left in the stage. Blake trying to work his way up, so just got loose out of one of those corners and really lost a lot of speed. Took a couple laps to get it back. Bill Stringfellow has caught the leader, Justin Michael. He's trying to get a stage win. Justin Michael taking away Bill Stringfellow's line. Casey Herring's moved his way into third after Blake had his problems. He's starting to catch these guys. It's just when you get in that dirty air, you can run somebody down from way behind, but the way the dirty air works, once you get up to them, it's just so difficult to get around them. Bill got this close earlier in the run, but when you get into that wake of another car, just nowhere to go. He is all over the back of Justin Michael, though. Stringfellow fastest car on the track last few laps. Casey Herring kind of running him down, though. Only got 2 laps left in the stage. Can Bill get around Justin Michael? We're coming down to the white flag of the stage. Justin Michael out front. Bill Stringfellow in second. These guys battling hard for a stage win. Bill now to the inside. Can he get around Justin Michael? They'll be side by side down the back stretch. Bill trying to get a side draft. He's got a nose out front. Can he make it stick? Justin Michael gonna have the high lane and the bigger. To come down to the checkered flag, Justin Michael's gonna win the stage. Stringfellow with a valiant effort. He'll continue to try and pass him as we still got a good ways to go in this race, but Justin Michael gonna be your stage winner. Stringfellow second, McMillan third, Herring fourth, Giglio fifth, Goodell, Lumpkin, Cogswell, Falovich, and Rogers will round out your top 10 in the stage. Everyone now all over Justin Michael, as he had a huge lead a little while ago. Stringfellow now out front, just a couple of laps too late, but he's going to get 9 stage points, so he's going to be happy about that as he's trying to run down Blake Giglio for the regular season championship. And McMillan out of nowhere, he gets around Casey Herring, who's dropped back to 5th. He's on the inside trying to get around Justin Michael. Has to get out of it. Blake Giglio now back up to 3rd. Now that we're on this long run, Bill Stringfellow going to try and stretch out the lead, as he has been saving his tires as good as anyone else. Justin Michael ran out to a 2-second lead, got run down by the backpack. Now he's in 2nd spot, as Stringfellow the only one to get around him so far. Justin Michael not going away, though. Now Giglio to the inside. There's a battle for 2nd. Giglio right on that white line. Can he clear the 87? He's going to the outside wall. He'll do it. They touch. The 87 going to have to get out of it. That's going to allow Casey Herring to get around to the outside. A big power move there by Blake Giglio. As we take a look from the chopper cam, gets down to the inside. Comes up off the corner, and he is clear, but man, the 87 had a big run. They did not touch, just aero. That's how much that air matters. You see, they didn't touch, but causes an issue for the 87. He'll recover, though, and get back into 3rd. These guys have been out there for 41 laps. couple of those were caution laps, so they should be able to make it around 20 more laps. They may be able to make this on one stop, then get past lap 95 or so. They're on lap 73, so we'll have to see who's able to make it on one stop, who's going to have to make it, who's not going to be able to make it on one stop. Bill Stringfellow now feeling some pressure from Blake Giglio. And these guys, you can really see how much they're feeling these tires. Old tires. Justin Michael got sideways off the corner, but man, super talented guy, able to save it, able to keep his foot in it, doesn't lose much time. Casey Herring and John McMillan Jr. have been battling hard this entire race. As they're side by side through through 1 and 2. McMillan gets loose off the corner. He's still to the inside of Casey Herring. Matt Goodell trying to make a run now. He's running 6th. To the inside of John McMillan Jr. Not able to get the run he needs. Bill Stringfellow, he's out front. Starting to stretch that lead a little bit on these older tires. Should be out there for maybe 20 more laps. Justin Michael, who had a 2-second lead, now a 1.5 seconds behind the leader. So this long run showing who's the best at saving tires. But if we get a short run at the end of this thing, you know, 20 laps, Justin Michael, he's going to be the guy to beat. He was so fast on that short run. We'll have to see, you know, on this next set of tires. It may be the last set if we continue this green flag racing. Nope. Green caution on the track. The 17 involved. This time he gets into the outside wall. Oh, comes down into the 22. Those guys wreck. Oh, Prentice with a little bit of damage, but really the 17 with the most damage. Well, the 22 with quite a bit of front end damage too. That's going to help Jamie Dunning. That may save his race. He's going to be the free pass car. Everybody going to come down pit lane. They cannot make it from here, so it'll be interesting to see. That time Bill gets in his stall, but he did try and stop in the stall behind his. Looks like Blake may be the one to get out first. Let's see. They all come out. Oh, I have no clue who won that race off. And Herring was right there in it too. Bill may have dropped to third, the 87 in second. So Blake Giglio, he's going to win the race off of pit lane. got into his stall perfect. A great pit stop for Blake Giglio. He gets out front. This is the first laps that he's going to lead because John McMillan Sr., he's going to come into pit lane here. But he's led a couple of laps this race by doing that strategy. So Blake Giglio out front, Justin Michael on the high side second. Bill Stringfellow in third, so going to be interesting on the pit strategies. We've got 70 laps to go. Nobody's going to be able to make it on fuel from here, I don't think, unless they save like 5 extra laps of fuel, which is just going to be basically impossible. And Jamie Dunning will now be back on the lead lap. He's run most of this race a lap down. AJ Rogers, he'll be out of this one. Chooses to take his car to the hauler. Some of these guys going to try and make it. Dylan Falovich and John McMillan Sr. both on the let's come in and top off and see how far we can make it strategy. So we'll see, but we're getting ready to go green. Blake Giglio out front. He'll lead us off. He'll be the control car. Go through 3 and 4. Pace car pulls off. Blake Giglio gonna lead him down. Green flag, Blake Giglio. Bill Stringfellow with another great restart right on the back bumper of Blake. They'll both get by Justin Michael. With Justin Michael now in third, we'll have to see how that affects his race early in the run. You know, last run, he jumped out to a 2-second lead, now stuck back in third in this dirty air. Dunning is on the move, back in the top 10, now to the inside of Kyle Adcock. That's for the 9th spot. He does not want to lose this lead group. Pass for the lead, Stringfellow on the inside. Giglio up high, Stringfellow almost into the side of Blake. Has to move to the inside. Cogswell looks like he tagged the wall a little bit there. Going down the back stretch. Dunning already up to 6th. Man, this guy is on the move. Been a lap down almost this entire race. Now moves his way back into the top 5. He's racing Casey Herring for 4th. Jamie Dunning from the back to the front, coast to coast. Blake holding off Stringfellow. 0.3 of a second. Both of them a little bit of ahead of Justin Michael, but those three on an island of their own as everyone else battling for 4th. Dunning slips back. He's just trying to get up to that high line. Man, a great run into that corner. Can he get up? No, he's going to stay to the inside and try and battle John McMillan. This is a tight battle for 6th spot between Dunning. Oh, there they go! Dunning hard into the inside wall. I think he's already used his fast repair. And no caution thrown. And man, what an unfortunate turn of events for Jamie Dunning. Let's go back, take a look at just what happened there. He was on the inside. McMillan gets up into the outside wall. Cogswell tries to go in the middle, but man, Dunning was there, and the 27 just got to turn the 51 down into the 13. Man, unfortunate. Feel so bad for Jamie in that situation. Was spent so much of this race a lap down to drive all the way back up to 5th and just immediately get wrecked. He'll keep out there running, but 15th spot. A lot of damage on that race car. Top several cars all kind of spread out, but in a single file line. Giglio out front, Stringfellow trying to reel him in. Justin Michael trying to move his way into this conversation, as well as Casey Herring in 4th. Dunning pulls it down the pit lane and looks like he may park it. We'll see if he has a fast repair. I think he'll be parked for the night. Justin Michael to the inside of Stringfellow. It's a three-way battle to lead. That puts Bill on the attack now. And I think Stringfellow going to lead the lap, actually. Stringfellow back to the point. Second is Giglio. Michael in 3rd. Justin Michael on the high side. And he's able to get around. Now it's Justin Michael and Bill Stringfellow for the top spot. Blake now to the inside. He's trying to attack the 87. Can Justin Michael get around Bill Stringfellow? They're side by side off the corner. Justin Michael with a real run this time. Now to the inside. Side by side down into turn 3. Side by side battle for 2 laps now. Can Justin Michael get enough? Can he get clear of Bill Stringfellow? He's not going to do it through this corner. Bill fighting hard on the outside line. Blake Giglio right there. Both these guys have led a lot of laps. Blake's had his fair share. Justin Michael now has to drop back to 3rd. Top 5 in this group. Everyone else 3 seconds back. Now Justin Michael to the high side. Stringfellow goes low. Man, just can't quite get it off the corner. Top 5 all in this battle right now. But the 2 at the front is Bill Stringfellow and Justin Michael. The 16 of Blake Giglio, he's right there on top of these guys. I think Justin Michael had to let off a little bit on entry. We're inside 50 to go. Everyone's going to have to make one more pit stop. A battle for 4th back there between Matt Goodell and Casey Herring. Everyone trying to gain as many positions as they can. This top group is all over each other. Stringfellow continuing to run right against the wall. Justin Michael forcing his way to the inside, but just can't. He gets it on entry, just can't keep it there on exit. Looks like Stringfellow now out to 2/10. These longer runs really go well for Bill Stringfellow. And you see Stringfellow trying to break that draft. These guys trying to run Stringfellow back down this low horsepower, high drag package that NASCAR runs, and iRacing has emulated it perfectly. Justin Michael tries to get back to the inside. He'll slide up in front of Giglio. Giglio with a big run. He'll stay right behind Justin Michael, though. As we look back in the pack, Joey Doucette, he's in 6th spot. And he's leading this second group. They're 4.5 seconds behind the leader. I don't know if some of these guys are trying to save. Not sure what the strategy call is, but they are sliding sideways off the corner. Dylan Falovich back here in the 12. John McMillan Jr. Justin Lumpkin in the 4. Currently in 9th, Kevin Franks up to 10th position. Jonathan Cogswell in 11th spot. Kyle Adcock sits 12th. These two guys, not sure if they're saving or not, but they are almost a half a lap behind the leader. You hear him kind of letting off down the straights. We know that McMillan Sr. came in and topped off an extra lap. But he might be able to make it to the end. But it will be close. This is the look from Justin Michael's car, as he's doing everything that he can to try and run down Bill Stringfellow for the lead. Let's do a little something I like to call turn up the volume. Matt Goodell's made his way into third position around Justin Michael, who was battling for the lead just a second ago. Bill Stringfellow out front, Blake Giglio in second. Casey Herring may have burned those tires off. He's 4 seconds back now. The second group beginning to catch him. That's Joey Doucette and Dylan Falovich reeling in Casey Herring pretty quickly. These top four all single file. Joey Doucette, he's still running down Casey Herring. Top two go in. Bill Stringfellow and Blake Giglio both in the pit lane. So we'll see now who's going to try and make it to the end. Several cars down the pit lane. Giglio, Herring, Falovich in. Lumpkin in. Kevin Franks, Matthew Prentice, all down the pit lane. Prentice in a little long on his stop there. Justin Michael stays out another lap. Matt Goodell now in the pits as well. Matt Goodell slides along. That's going to hurt him. Still out on the racetrack, Justin Michael. Joey Doucette in the 22, he stays out there. Kyle Adcock. These guys hoping for a caution. John McMillan Sr., he's out there as well. I think if anybody's got a shot at making it, it's John McMillan Sr. He's been in fuel save mode since the start of this thing. Seems like he may have burnt that right front up though a little bit. Seems like it's a little tight through the corner. We'll see if he's able to make it. Stringfellow right now would be the free pass car. You see Justin Michael, the leader, just in front of these guys. There's Joey Doucette now down the pit lane, I believe. Yeah, Joey Doucette in second. He goes down the pits. Kyle Adcock in. John McMillan Sr., he goes back around. He's going to try and make it to the end. There they both, a big run around the leader, Justin Michael. They'll get back on the lead lap. You see just how much of a difference that these new tires are making. Justin Michael continuing on the racetrack, hoping for a caution. Everyone flying by him. There is the caution that he was wanting, the 2 on the back stretch. The 2 in the 51, these guys been racing hard all night. That's going to throw a big monkey wrench in the plans. Oh, the 51 gets loose off the corner. And just hard into the side of the 2. Trying to stay out of the wall, comes right down into the side of the 2. And that is the caution that a lot of guys did not want. McMillan in, or sorry, Justin Michael in. Matt Goodell's going to stay out. Blake Giglio and Bill Stringfellow, they'll both come in. The Justin Michael, man, through all that. And we're going to end this thing on a short run. And that's going to play to the hand of Justin Michael. And several guys going to have to take a wave around just to get back on the lead lap. Matt Goodell, he'll be the control car though, so if some of these guys can get around. Kevin Franks is going to come up there. He's going to probably restart third. John McMillan Jr. No. Kevin Franks chooses to come in the pits here. So Matt Goodell going to be your control car in a crazy turn of events here with that caution. And a stroke of luck for Justin Michael as that one was playing out. He was probably going to be way behind. So we'll see if he's able to hold it on this restart. Dylan Falovich, Joey Doucette, Matthew Prentice, Kyle Adcock, Casey Herring. Nope, he's not going to get it. Justin Lumpkin, they'll all get the wave around. Justin Lumpkin, Casey Herring, John McMillan Jr. all still going to be one lap down. Everyone trying to race back around to catch that pace car. So we'll see when Matt Goodell goes. He chose the inside line. Will he go early? Will he go late? Everyone gets bunched up. He goes late. They're still side by side. Matt Goodell going to get the lap led, but Blake Giglio's now to the inside. He's going to try and force his way around the 38. He does get around Justin Michael. They'll power their way around on the outside. Matt Goodell down low. Can he hold him off? He's got slightly older tires. A couple of laps, it makes a difference. Oh, Justin Michael wasting no time to the outside. Nobody can get through. Justin Michael now into the lead as he clears Blake Giglio. He's been fast on the short run. Can anybody do anything with Justin Michaels? We've only got 16 laps to go. Sideways off the corner, Giglio to the rear bumper. Goodell's been really able to hold off Stringfellow for third. It's really a two-man race for the win. Can Blake make it happen? Stringfellow now to the inside. He's going to try and make a move for third. And he'll get around Stringfellow now in third. He's going to try and run down these two leaders. These guys driving harder than they've raced all night long. Giglio not letting Justin Michael get away. He's going to have to find a way around somewhere. We've got two more guys entering the fight. Stringfellow in third, Cogswell in fourth. Cogswell with a great run of the Truck Series last night up here fighting as Giglio to the inside. Can he clear Justin Michael? He's going to scoot to the top. Not going to be clear. Justin Michael fighting hard on the outside. Giglio clears himself that time. Justin Michael has to go to the inside. Blake with a slight block, but it's not going to be enough. Now Giglio's got a battle for second. A Stringfellow's made his way up here. And he's going to clear Blake for second. Bill Stringfellow, our pole sitter, with 0.6 of a second behind, has run these guys down and made his way around Blake. Can he catch the leader, Justin Michael? He's run him down once before, a big run through that corner. He's right there. Blake's going to look low. Can Stringfellow get a run out of the corner? This time Stringfellow looks to the low side. As they almost touch on corner exit. Justin Michael with a great run through 3 and 4. Now to the inside. Stringfellow, he's got his nose out front. Can he hold it side by side off the corner? Not able to. Giglio now to the inside. Is going to be a battle for second. Can Blake get up here and make a run for the win? Blake slides up in front of Bill, and that's going to almost kill these guys in their run to try and get the win. They're battling so hard for second. Seven laps to go. Can one of these guys run him down? They're both sideways off the corner. Cogswell now going to try and get to the inside of Giglio for the battle for third. As they almost touch. Giglio had to move up a little bit. Stringfellow, 4.5 tenths now behind the leader. Can he run down Justin Michael? He's now within 4 tenths with 5 laps to go. Final 5 laps. Stringfellow getting huge runs down the straights. Running a slightly higher line in the corner. I think he's going to make it to the back bumper of Justin Michael in the next lap or two, but can he get around for the win? Will Blake Giglio play spoiler for this one? While we've got a second here, I just want to give a big shout out to Kevin Franks running in 5th spot. A great run as he's trying to make his way into the playoffs. A great run. That's exactly what he needed, a top 5, and there he is in 5th spot, Kevin Franks. Down to the final 3 laps, 2 tenths the difference from first to second. Bill running a higher line through 3 and 4, trying to run down our leader, Justin Michael. Blake's now to the inside. They almost touch. They both have to get out of it, and that's going to seal the deal for Justin Michael. And it's only a battle for second now. We come around to take the white flag. Justin Michael out front. Stringfellow in second. Giglio third. Cogswell fourth. And Kevin Franks is your top 5. They pulled away from the rest of the field. A hard-fought battle all race long between our top 3. But Justin Michael's gonna get it done. Stringfellow second. Blake Giglio in third. What a fantastic finish. Blake Giglio, our third place finisher. Bill Stringfellow in second. Justin Michael comes home with a second win of the season. A hard-fought victory. He had to earn that one. Didn't run away with it. Nashville got way out ahead. Let's watch Justin Michael burn it down here in Atlanta. Justin Michael burning it down. He's going to burn it till it blows. He absolutely earned the right to do that. And there it goes. Engine lets go. Incredible finish. Let's see if we can get a word from our third place finisher. There he is, Blake Giglio. Hey, Blake, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, man, that was probably the best race to watch all season long. You and Bill and Justin Michael, man, a hard-fought race the whole race long, and especially there those last few laps. What did it look like to you out there, Blake?
I wouldn't turn. This damn thing was just so tight. Which, I mean, it was loose off, but tight middle. So, I mean, it was tough to drive, which, you know, made it fun. And just how close the racing was with us three, that was a good time as well.
How upset were you when that caution come out with about 20 to go, and it was really going to be between you and Bill, I think, there for the win?
I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it made it more interesting. You know what I mean? It's always fun when you can bunch everyone back up together. So, I'd rather have finished like that than two people going at it. So, it was a good race. It's good one, Justin. Good run, everyone. So, yeah.
Well, top three, good run, Blake. You got anybody I'd like to thank?
Yeah, Low Drag Esports, Speed Demon Sub Shop, and you guys for broadcasting, and SCRL as well.
All right, have a good one, Blake. Great race. We'll see you again next week.
Yep, thank you.
And our second place finisher, Bill Stringfellow. Let's get a word with Bill. Hey, Bill, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
How's it going?
Hey, going good, man. You ran a great race. It was so tight between the top three. What was the difference between you and Justin there at the end? You caught him, just couldn't quite get around him.
Yeah, the arrow, man. It was so tight whenever I got up close to him, and I drove pretty hard there to try and get around Blake and Jonathan on that last restart, and I think my right front was cooked. It was over 300 degrees across the tire, basically, so I just had no grip. With like 3 to go, I told him, like, my right front's done. I was just hanging on for dear life then.
What were your thoughts there with about 20 laps to go when that caution come out? And it was pretty much going to be between you and Blake there at that point. The caution comes out and Justin's still out there running and gets a fresh set of tires. What were your thoughts of that process, and did you pit?
Yeah, we pitted. Me and Blake pitted again, and that was our last set of tires. So we were hoping there wouldn't be a late race caution, because then that would give Justin he still had a set left at that point. So we were hoping that after that there wouldn't be one. We were hoping it would go green there, though, because me and Blake were in a good position to finish 1-2 there.
Yeah, no doubt. Y'all, you were really fast on the long run. At one point, Justin got out to a 2-second lead, and you run by him and left him in your wake. How were you so good at saving tires? Was it running that outside line? It seemed like you were running it a little more than everyone else.
Yeah, I think running the outside really helped, because you don't have to turn as much, and I was just letting the car roll as much as I could. In 3 and 4, I was dragging the brake a little, but in 1 and 2, I was pretty much just letting off and letting it kind of drift up a little and roll itself through the corner with very little wheel input. I think the biggest gap between my tires all night was 4 or 5%. So it worked out well for me. I didn't know it was going to work out that good to start out. Wasn't necessarily my plan going into the race, but I saw how it worked on the first run, and I was like, well, I'm going to try this the rest of the race.
Yeah, we did a fantastic job. You come home second. You got anybody I'd like to thank?
Thank you for broadcasting. I can't wait to watch it back. Thank you to my team. Blake and Justin was in there. I hate Jamie had such a bad night. That's unfortunate. And thank you to everyone that showed up for the race, man. That was a fun race.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have a good one, Bill, and we'll be talking to you again next week.
Hey, thank you.
And now to our winner, Justin Michael, now 2-time winner in the Southern Excitement Racing League. Hey, Justin, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Hey, doing good. Man, that was a hard-fought win. You and Bill and Blake all battling side by side. One would get the lead, then someone else would take it. Seemed like third place would get a big run as well. So what did it look like to you out there, and what do you think about this one?
I tell you, it definitely earned, that's for sure. That was a good, hard race, and I hope the broadcast was exciting. I'm gonna go back and watch it later. Got a little hairy there. There's I don't know, like 10 to go or so. I thought Bill was gonna put me in the wall because he got real tight off 2 there, and but he kept it off of me. That was a good it was a good run. That was for sure. I really enjoyed the race tonight.
Yeah, it was certainly fun to watch. It was a fun one to call. There, with about 20 to go, you chose to stay out, and Bill and Blake both pitted. What was your strategy on staying out, and were you relieved when you saw that caution?
Yeah, I mean, I was banking on the yellow. I couldn't make it. I was 6 laps short, and I'm not in for points, so I just figured I might as well stay out. Maybe I could catch a good break, and got lucky and got that yellow, and made them drive through the field to get to me there on that last run. So it really helped us out a lot. And we had an extra set of tires saved up in case there was a late yellow.
Yeah, it turned out to be a real good strategy. There on the one of those restarts early in the race, you got out to a 2-second lead, and some of those guys run you back down, and a couple of them passed you. Were they just able to save it better on the long run, or did you think there was going to be a caution? You really pushed early in that run?
No, I mean, I kind of knew what it had the first run, so I was just trying something. Again, not in it for points, so I was just seeing if something would work, and I just went, full out the first, 20, 25 laps, and I wanted to see if I could get away from their draft, and I did, and I wanted to see if that would make them stay back and not be able to catch me, but it didn't work out. So if we would have actually went the full fuel run, I would have been toast. I would have easily dropped 5 seconds back probably.
Well, it was certainly a wild one to watch. You got anybody you'd like to thank, Justin?
They're watching. Hopefully it was a good show for everybody. You for running and running a good leg and calling the race for us, and my friend Darren's out there watching as always. So hopefully it was a good show to watch, and I'm gonna go back and watch it here in a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, that's your second win here in the Cup Series. I'm sure you'll have more as we go forward. Good luck going forward, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, sir.
And that was our race winner, Justin Michael. And next week, let's take a look at the schedule. We'll be at New Hampshire next week for the Cup Series, and the Truck Series will be at Watkins Glen next Saturday night. So make sure that you catch us on Saturday night for a Truck Series. I was able to get a win last night. That was a lot of fun. And next week we'll be at New Hampshire for the Cup Series. So appreciate everybody for stopping by and watching your favorite driver. And we will be back with you next week. And as always, Thursday night we'll be with the Pelican Snowball Super Speedway Series. And we got maybe some more coming in the next few weeks. So appreciate everybody for coming and watching your favorite driver and the SCRL right here on the Throttle Up Racing Network.